Yes.
I just told them, handle yako si at Amina Abdirabar?
Ni hiyo, lakini sidhani hiyo ndio ulikuwa umesema hivyo kweli Osoro?
At Amina Abdirabar at either DJ at Mbuyamono.
No, that's not what that's what you just said. You know what? It's fine.
At Mbuyamono iko.
Serious?
Yeah, I realized ile at Osoro ilikuwa inawasumbua at Osoro Cyprian, so I just gave them at Mbuyamono. Na hapo wanafurahia, inawateremkia mbaya sana Amina.
Okay, so Osoro is so funny. Anyway, we missed you. Welcome back, bro. DJ, did you hear what I said, bro? I said
Amina,
welcome
hiyo
back.
Zone umeniweka. Yani what you mean is hata nifikiria je itawahi.
Mapema ndio best.
Cut off his mic.
Can never.
Welcome back, bro. Cut off his mic though. Osoro is my brother from another mother. DJE, of course, is in. It's all about great music. It being that we're starting off your weekend, so we are so excited about that. The hashtag is Hamina at the Trend Live is our handle. We would love to hear from you and where you're watching the show from. I particularly, other than the fact that this is our first show in December that ends with a ba, right? Meaning that it's just party season. Like this entire festive season, you don't really sleep at your house. You sort of like wake up on a couch, a random couch. You don't know where we are. You don't know what we're doing. You just know we're going to Naivasha next, or Nanyuki, or Mombasa, or Diani. It's just like a whole enjoyable festive season, and I'm hoping that it started off on the right foot for you. For me, I am excited because I finally get to reconnect with my very good friend. All right, so now growing up in Aberlour on the northeast of Scotland, Daniel Dyer has over 10 years experience within the whiskey industry. After working at a number of distilleries across Scotland, a role that cemented his love for whiskey within the industry and gave him a practical understanding of the art and science, because yes, there's a science behind whiskey making. Danny went on to work in a range of bars and exclusive clubs across Edinburgh, where he mastered his trade as a bartender and a true ambassador of whiskey. His passion for the industry has also seen him working at the Scotch Malt Whisky Society as an ambassador, imagine that, offering tastings to as many as 150 people. After 10 years of gaining invaluable experience within the industry, Danny entered the greatest job interview in the world. Now, it was a competition by grants to find their latest global ambassador. And, you know, when I tell you Daniel won, they had over 5,000 applicants. And this is from around the world. He traveled the globe. He put his wealth of experience within the industry to the test. And after a grueling interview, he won the accolade and became Grant's new global brand ambassador. He came to Kenya a couple of years ago, and he actually remembers being on the trend. Yeah. And I'm so happy to host you back, my friend. Welcome.
Thank you so much. That was like the coolest introduction I think I've ever had.
Honestly?
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I hope you're feeling welcome.
I feel like I learned more about myself in that introduction. I didn't realize I'd done all those things.
You didn't remember some of them.
Yeah, I did remember some of them.
Yeah, so it's good. And I like when my guests say that, because sometimes, you know, when you're going through your life and you're working and you're hustling and you're doing all these different things, like you forget some of the achievements that you had in the past, but you've done really well for yourself. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this is your what year in a row?
This is my 5th year in a row with Grant's Whisky.
Has that ever happened before?
I don't think so. I didn't even know it was going to happen. I'm amazed as well. I thought they would have just fired me by now.
Oh yeah, so you're just like, I'm happy I have a job.
I'm just keep going with it, you know.
I don't know what you guys like.
Yeah.
But okay, let's focus on there. So we're going to talk about this bottle in a minute. We should have had, you know, glasses and stuff.
It's fine.
But it's okay. Fine. We'll talk about the bottle. How have you been enjoying Kenya so far?
It's awesome. This is my first proper day here, but we landed with a bang. We flew in from Tanzania into Kenya, and we hosted our inaugural Triple Good sessions, which was an amazing party with Grant's Triple with 12, a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces. So it's like coming home. I love being here.
Yeah. So you've been to TZ so far.
And before that, I was in South Africa, in Cape Town, and in Johannesburg as well.
Okay, so you toured SA. How beautiful is Cape Town?
Right, okay, amazing,
right?
right?
How's the food?
Oh, right, see when you come out and then it's like this tabletop mountain and then it goes all the way down and then you've got the coast. I was like, oh, I kind of fell in love with Cape Town.
Right?
Yeah,
it's such a holiday destination.
It's beautiful.
Everything about it was exceptional. The food, did you get to try the food?
Yeah, we got to try the food. My thing is obviously venues and bars, and we got to go to some amazing venues. The industry there are so lovely and warming, so I had a great time.
Yeah, so you left SA and then you went to TZ.
Yep.
And then you stayed there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
How was your experience? Did you get to tour? Did you get to do anything that was away from the tastings? Yeah,
we did. Me and my team were there, but can I be really honest? Dar es Salaam is so humid. It's like so hot.
It's like the coast.
It's difficult to think, you know. But it was a totally different vibe. Like everyone's just like, don't worry about it. It'll happen when it happens. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's just chill. So it was a lot of fun.
They do give that same holiday sort of like feeling. Have you been to the coast? Did you go? Have you ever been to like Diani or Kilifi or Lamu, Malindi?
No, but do you know what? I have someone who works with me here, karaoke, and you should be telling him that I need to do this. Yeah, I need to go to these places. Look at me, he's doing this. He's like, yeah, you'll definitely go. Yeah, don't pretend, please take me there.
They're taking you to the only workplaces, but you should travel. We have some of the most incredible beaches in the world. Like it's a sight to see, and I hope that you get to experience that because it's beautiful.
Okay.
Or you could just stay, extend your stay, or you could do that. So what have you been doing so far? So you had, I think, an event.
Yeah, we had the event last night, the Triple Good Sessions. We've been doing a lot of interviews talking about this stuff here because it's a very, very special liquid that we launched last year, but now I finally get to be here, so I'm very excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
We've got an event happening tonight, we've got a dinner we're going to be hosting. I've got a big bartender training with about 100 bartenders, which I'm so excited for as well.
You know, when you say tonight, it's almost 11 p.m.
Is it?
So the night is still young.
It's still young.
Still young.
It's fine. We got time.
Yeah, there's so much to be done. What was your most enjoyable part of last night? You said, you had this event and you had so many people who came in. I think you had social media influencers, you had, executives from...
It was like all the really cool, trendy, good-looking people. And then there was me there as well. Do you know what was really good? Like when I landed, it was karaoke that said, welcome home. And I do feel like home here, and as soon as I walked in I saw so many people that from 4 years ago just ran up and gave me a big cuddle, and I was like, oh, I love being here. It's just like Scotland, you're so friendly.
Yeah. Oh, is it the same?
Yeah, we are heart on sleeve. We're like, hey, come on. We get big cuddles, and even seeing you, I was like, ah.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Because I didn't think you'd remember me.
Of course, how can I forget you?
Because you are you see, Daniel, this is the problem of being so humble, because you are the global ambassador, meaning that you travel across the globe and you get to interact with so many different people, so you could forget.
Yeah, no, I remember everyone. We went to a few places and I was like, I know you, I know you, I know you. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying it because I'm in Kenya. I really, really like Kenya and I love Nairobi.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So you're also going to get to do the same in Nairobi, where you get to, talk and engage with all of these baristas and bartenders. So that's incredible. So tell me a bit about, what it means to be the global brand ambassador and what that title and that job comes with.
Yeah, it's a huge responsibility, right? So Grant's, they're a family-owned company. They've been a family-owned company since 1887. We've been making whiskey for over 125 years. So as a Scotsman, I'm very proud of whiskey and super honoured that the Grant's family said, Danny, we'd like for you to represent the whiskey. So it's a big responsibility, but it's a lot of fun as well. I get to travel around and talk about something I'm super passionate about, and it's really interesting when everyone first tastes the Grant's Triple Wood 12, that sort of moment of, oh, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, in fact, we need to talk about it now, because every time I talk to you and I'm looking at you, you're looking at the bottle.
It's a sexy
and
bottle.
I'm like, is it the bottle that's interviewing Daniel? What is going on?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
But here we are, let's talk about it. So this is so cool. So Triple Wood, Triple Good, the new look of Grant's Triple Wood 12 and the history of the world's third largest Scotch whiskey, which to date stands across 180 countries. 180 countries. Since its inception, as you had said, more than 125 years ago, the brand has grown its reputation as a world-class whiskey worth sharing and best served with friends. Yep. So as you tell me about the drink, I want to start off by asking you, how do you enjoy your Grant's whiskey?
I usually enjoy my Grant's whiskey, my Grant's Triplewood 12, if I'm honest. The first one, I always have neat. I like to taste the flavours coming through because there's 3 different types of wood. And the reason we talk about triple wood is because wood is about 70% flavour. So when you're talking about whiskey, the wood is super important. And because we use American oak, we use refill bourbon and sherry cask, that's vanilla, sweet and sweet spicy notes. When you first get that whiskey and it's in your glass and you smell it, you can feel the 12 years maturation in there. It's toffee, it's caramel, it's creme brulee, so I really enjoy drinking it straight first, and then my next one, I'm going to be adding ice.
Why do you start off neat?
I start off neat because I like to feel the whiskey and see how it grows and develops when it's in the glass. And I really, this is going to sound really weird, but I really like sniffing the whiskey as well.
It's not just you, you know.
Yeah.
This is so interesting. Why do whiskey drinkers even do that?
Because we think it makes us look really cool. It's also why we do that thing with the glass. You know, there will be a photo. Look, I've got a glass there. There'll be a photo of me somewhere just kind of longingly looking at a glass, and someone will be like, that's the photo, that's what we need. And we do it because we think it makes us look cool.
Are you serious? Okay, so DJ E, this is what we're going to do. You're going to play like a really romantic R&B song. Okay, so I am going to get Daniel a glass. I don't know why he pointed behind me. So we're going to get you a glass. Where is the glass? We need to have a glass.
We have a glass. My
yeah.
team
Oh,
have
you
glass
do?
there.
Okay, fine. So as they bring the glass, what is your, like when you think about Grant's, what is the song that you think about? Like what is the soundtrack to your relationship with Grant's?
It's usually my soundtrack to the relationship with Grant's. Wow, what a question. I kind of just disappear into myself. It's like a bit of white noise, you know, when like the sea's just crashing away and someone's probably come up and talked to me and I'm just in a moment, you know. It's pretty special.
You're fascinated.
Yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with whiskey. Yeah.
It's like one of those moments where like a lady walks into the bar and like there's wind from nowhere, okay, just like blowing her hair.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. All right, so we're going to get a glass right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Karaoke.
This is the Grant's Bar. So I want you to pour the drink.
Okay.
And I want you to show me how you longingly look at your first glass. Oh, so is there like a formula? No.
Well, I just wanted to bless the bottle a little bit.
How do you know about blessing the bottle? We did this last time.
I told you, I remember this. I just want to bless the bottle a little bit and then I'll open and then I'll pour it.
Yeah.
Shh, it's my moment.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
I will take my time. Thank you. We're just gonna. This is the moment. Watch this bit.
You know you can't drink it though, right?
Oh, I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just gonna.
Look at it. DJ E, turn it up. Turn it up right now. This is a relationship where we're watching.
Don't stare. This is our moment. I can safely say this is the only time I've longingly stared at it for so long. And I can't drink, but I can smell it, right?
Yes, you can.
Is that not just cool?
Yeah.
As a Scotsman, I just think.
What are you smelling? What are you smelling though?
When I smell that, there is the slight hint of smoke coming through.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like caramels and toffees and sweet, spicy notes.
Yeah.
I love this whiskey so much. And it's not just me. We actually won the best Scotch whiskey in the world in 2019, and that's why we rebranded the bottle into this jet black with gold trim to show people just how special this whiskey is.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about different, you know, we should cover it up. But when we talk about whiskey, every whiskey bottle talks to a specific kind of person.
Yeah.
What do you think this bottle,
so
who do you think it's speaking to?
Who does it speak to? So we say together we make it. And the reason we say together we make it is because it's been a family company since 1887. I'm part of the family, as are you. Mm-hmm. Together we make that whiskey, okay? Yeah. But it also speaks to me and you and everyone here in the studio today. It's not just one person, a self-made person. It's your friends, your family, your loved ones that come together, and together they make it as well. So who is this for? it's for your friends, it's for your loved ones, it's when you're with your people, when you're celebrating a newborn, when you're promoted at work. It's a whiskey to bring people together. So that's who it's for your group of people.
Yeah, it's for pretty much anyone. And it's such a proper bottle, so you could gift it to somebody, by the way. All right, so now this is what we're going to do, because Osoro is reading your tweets. So we want to give away a bottle, right?
Oh,
so
cool. Awesome.
we can give away some hampers.
Yes.
So you get to ask the first question.
Okay.
So it could be anything. You could make it hard. You could make it simple.
Wow.
It could be about Ireland. It could be about Kenya. It could be about Tanzania. It could be any question that you feel like someone's going to answer, and they have to, you know, tweet us at the Trend Live, and the hashtag, of course, being Hey Amina. And then what's the hashtag that Grants is going to be using online?
We'll use hashtag triplewood12, and we'll use hashtag grantswhiskey.ke.
All right.
Hashtag together we make it.
Okay, there you go.
You can
Together
choose.
we make it.
Yeah.
So those are 3 hashtags from my co-host. So you have to add those and add my hashtag, and then you tweet us. And Osoro is going to be telling us who's going to be winning that first hamper, okay? Because we're giving away a hamper. Now you're here. This is your second trip, right? What are you looking forward to the most?
If I'm honest, right now, what I'm looking forward to is some nyama choma. I've not had any yet, and I'm really excited to get back into the Kenyan cuisine and try some of your food. So I know I should be saying I'm excited for the event, I'm excited for these things, but I really love the food when I come here. So I'm really excited to sit down with some food and have a little whiskey as well.
Yes, and you can have like some whiskey steak, because they like
It works
right?
so well.
So well.
Yeah.
So well. Oh well. All right, so we've got the hashtags on the screen. We're going to pull it up once again, but hashtag together we make it. Tag us at the Trend Live for your chance to win. We want to make your weekend. We want to start off your weekend in style. If you have someone who's celebrating their birthday, it's your dad's birthday, you know, someone just got promoted, someone is going through a rough time, because that's not the only time we celebrate people. We can celebrate them during the highs and the lows. And this is the kind of drink that you want to serve it to that kind of person. What makes this different, Daniel, from any other Grants drink?
So the big one is obviously the age statement there, right? So we've got that 12 there, which means all the whiskies inside here are aged for a minimum of 12 years. There are older whiskies in here, and it's the triple wood. We all know and love the triple wood. Remember last time I came, so it's that American oak and refill bourbon, but it's the third wood, right? 2 barrels make it good, the third makes it Grants. And with this, it's sherry cask. It's one of the most expensive woods you can use. It's very rich, premium flavour, stewed dark berries, rich spicy notes.
Yeah.
That's what makes us stand out.
What makes you so proud to be the Grants Global Ambassador?
I'm just super happy to be able to talk about whiskey for a living. I love whiskey, and the fact that this family have somehow chose me to represent their biggest whiskey they have. It's William Grant and Sons. It's Grant's. It's like the name on the door, you know? So I'm just really happy that they still let this crazy guy go out and travel the world and talk about this whiskey.
Yeah. Was it so surprising for you to land the job? 5,000 applicants.
Of course
That's
it was
a big
surprising.
deal, Daniel.
Yeah, look, I know I love doing what I do, but that's just how I feel. And I have fun, but I have no idea if people enjoy listening to this little Scots guy talk about whiskey, because I know I'm obsessed by it, but yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. I like my friends and people, oh, you're good at this, you're good at that, but I don't know. I just really like whiskey, so it's kind of, it is still kind of weird that I've got this job.
I know. Do they ask you for bottles though? Like back at home, they're like, oh, Danielle, come on. Like every time you come for anything, you have to bring us like, you know, a couple of, oh, do they do that?
Yeah, people, like when I go back, so I always take like local spirits and stuff back to share with my bartender friends and stuff. But they're like, oh, that bottle was really good. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, the Grant's 12. Yeah. And I'm like, and they're like, you know, you're the ambassador.
Yeah,
so
like, go bring another one.
Come on. But they're my friends, so, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, so I think that's the one thing we have. Well, other than other things, I think that's one of the things we have in common, because people, once they know that you work for a certain brand, they're like, you have to bring us the drinks. You have to bring us the drinks. So here you are. So you said you had an event yesterday. What was the highlight of the event?
I think the highlight of the event was probably how it was set up. So obviously we talk about the triple wood, we had the different types of cocktails, but we had 3 DJs and they each played a different set, very different style as well. So it was really cool to see like this whole place move, and then it was this totally different style and they were bouncing. So the fact that we launched this triple good session, and we will be doing more, and having 3 different DJs, I thought was just a stroke of genius. And it made it a really cool night, you know.
That is pretty cool. So 3 different who was the best DJ for you? Who did it for you?
I feel bad if I pick one, but
okay, don't pick one.
Yeah, I'm not.
You can?
No,
You should. Karaoke said. Karaoke said.
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
It was DJ John Rabar. I don't know, like it was just like banging after bang. It was so good.
He's a great DJ, isn't he?
It was like as soon as he came on, like the whole, like, it was a bounce, and like he was really good. I really liked him. So
I like DJ John Rabar too. Honestly, he is. When I tell you, awesome. All right. So there's an in-bar training that's going to be happening on Monday, and a trade partners, dinner that's going to be happening on Tuesday. So you have a host of events, and then after this, where do you go?
So after this, I leave back to sunny Scotland, where it's about 3 degrees, and then I'm actually hosting some ambassadors and some influencers. So I'll be traveling Scotland with them. Then I'm down to England doing some events, and then I'm off to Italy. And then I finally get home on the 22nd. I've been traveling since mid-September, and it's been really intense.
Well, I mean, we were relaxing for 2 years almost.
Well, that's exactly why I'm doing.
Yeah. So you needed to, you needed to travel. I'm so happy to see you again, Daniel.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kenya.
Thank you so much.
I wish you all the best wherever you go. You are such a positive light. You are such a wonderful human being. It is no surprise that you got this position and this job, because you just work the crowd and relate to so many different audiences. So this one is, I will give this to DJE. I will give this to DJE, because DJE actually on our show is the one person who I know appreciates whiskey, and he's a whiskey kind of guy because he's so classy. Thank you so much, Daniel.
Asante, thank you so much.
Asante sana. All right, so now DJE is going to be dropping some tunes, and like I said, I gotta offer him something to start off his weekend. We have 2 more hampers that we need to give to you. All right, so that's going to be happening as the show goes on. Osoto is going to be reading a tweet very soon, and one of you will be walking away with the hamper. Right now, DJE, let's get it, baby. It's the trend Friday nights only on NTV.